Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. We are live in Branson, Missouri at the Dewey Short Visitor Center with our good friends who actually didn't have to get up so early and drive all the way to Springfield.
Yay!
Sean Paul and Julianne.
Home field advantage.
Yes. You look so much more rested, Sean Paul.
Oh, yeah.
I look fantastic. And look, they're in entertainer mode today. Look at their outfits.
Yes.
They look beautiful.
We're sparkling
Love
a little
it.
bit.
Well,
So-
she's blinged up.
You both look awesome. And we know, we've done 3 full days of shows here in Branson. We love the performers. We had a whole show yesterday with performers. We know you've had to change a lot of things, too, in your show in Eureka Springs.
Right. Do you want to talk about it?
Very
What it was
much
like
so.
initially? I mean, well, I will just say this. So we came back in January. We did the Magic Castle in Hollywood. We were ready to have the best year ever with those kind of credentials and press releases and everything. And then all of a sudden, metal on metal, hit the brakes. All bets are off, right?
Right. So there was a business change as well as just the creative side. So we had to, which one are you going to speak to, the creative side?
No, I want to talk about the business struggles
Okay.
because
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
Well, everything was changing by the moment. You had, first we're opening, then we're closing, then we're changing the show, and we're calling people, and they're
Well, so
having news.
we kept getting this
yes,
right here.
yes.
Oh, can we start doing shows again? No, and you're watching the numbers and the hearsay and the narrative on the media, and people are freaking out, and we were like, wow, we got a big group coming this week, and we got a big group coming this week. No, they're canceling. People saying, well, we want to do it, but we understand, but we just don't feel comfortable, and so you're dealing with this roller coaster, and it's just start,
a lot
stop,
of energy.
start, stop.
Yes.
The bottom line is now we're open. We have to scale back the numbers, which is
Right.
fine because some people aren't comfortable coming.
Right.
We're just happy to be back and happy to have just a little bit of normalcy, you
Yes,
know, and people
absolutely.
are happy. They have to wear masks
Oh, they
in
do.
the theater. Yes, we
Right,
changed
we
our
changed
show.
our website, and so when they buy their tickets, there's a little picture of a person wearing a mask, and you're going to be wearing a mask. Click the box to make sure that you
Just so they
understand that.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the theater is sanitized before and after every show. We have a fogger that goes around, and
Oh,
it's
nice.
pretty
Great
fun.
idea.
Yeah.
I've learned so many things now.
Yeah, I think that's it during
it's-
this time.
Yeah, and it's really a conversation with people and really having the vocabulary and the words to make people feel safe, psychologically safe and literally safe,
Yeah, I mean, and we've got a tape that we could roll as far as some of the things, the changes that we've made in the show.
Creatively, I'm assuming?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've taken some material out of retirement, things that we haven't done for 10 years. and-
Really?
Yeah, because
interesting.
60% of our show is audience interaction. You, sir, come up
right,
here,
right.
or me running through the audience and them handing us stuff and handing stuff back and forth, and you got to take all that stuff out. And if you like, for instance, ma'am, may I borrow that ring? No, don't give it to me. Drop it in this this
right.
dish of alcohol.
Yeah.
And so it's sanitized
wow.
both ways. We're being, but we want people to feel comfortable. But as a result, it's challenged us to come up with new material now, so that when we get through this on the other side, we're going to have some things in the show that we wouldn't have had because we wouldn't have challenged ourselves in this way. You know what I mean?
The downtime has really done this for a lot of people,
Yeah,
and
it's
so
true.
moving forward, that's kind of the silver lining, isn't it?
Yeah, you're
Absolutely.
right.
I mean, don't you feel like this whole thing is what you make of it?
Right.
Some people can stay at home and get depressed and sleep in all day, and other people hopefully are going out and learning new skills and expanding their skill set.
And for us, like you tend to accumulate a lot of props as magicians, and
Yes.
so we've gone through time periods where we'll say, "Should we get rid of this? We haven't used this in years,"
Quick question,
And-
Julianne.
Yes.
When you were going through old stuff, please tell me, did you get rid of the rabbit in the hat? Please tell me no.
We didn't.
No,
we
but
shouldn't
we
have.
actually, Jeremy, there was never a rabbit.
There was never a rabbit?
No, and there was never a hat, but there has been a monkey and an organ grinder box.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that.
But now it's a whole new mindset. It's if we're going to throw something out, first we're going to ask, would this work in a pandemic?
Oh, good
You just-
idea.
You don't know what you need to save now. We've been through this. It's sort of like living through the depression in a sense. You've lived through COVID. You have a different mindset of things. But
Well, since you guys live together, you don't have to set up. Well, you do still have to set up a rehearsal time, but some of these things you may have to go
Oh
back
no,
over
we
again.
still have to coordinate schedules.
Okay, there you
Really?
go. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
wow.
absolutely. We're both completely obsessed with different things, and
Yeah.
so it does take time to put.
When you
things
guys are
together.
working on like changing the show creatively, because like you said, you've had to do things differently.
Yeah.
Is it a collaborative effort between the two of you, or does sometimes Sean Paul say something, Julie, and you're like, no, that'll never work?
yes,
the
yes,
other
and
way.
yes. Everything you do, yes, yes.
He's the no.
What? What?
No.
I would be.
We'll talk about this later.
I would be like, I am not getting in that little box. I can't.
I will say that she's gone along with a lot of crazy ideas, and she's,
Yeah.
whereas a lot of people would be, "Are you out of your mind?" And she's like, "Tell me more."
Has he
Yeah.
ever done anything that scared you, as far as tricks or
Well, yeah, escapes, a milk can
Yeah.
escape in
I remember talking
particular.
about that.
Yeah. that was
I remember hearing about that.
terrifying.
Yeah, that would be.
Well, one of the first times we rehearsed together, she was in a prop, and she got into this. You want to tell the story?
Well, it's a very small space. I didn't know him very well. I
She
don't
didn't
even
tell me that
Were
she
you
was
guys-
claustrophobic.
Wait, were you guys married yet?
No,
we
no,
never
no.
Oh, you weren't
knew each
married
other.
yet.
I just barely met him.
Oh
and-
my gosh.
And so she gets into this prop and
In this
she
kind of-
disappears and she's crammed away into something, and then my phone rang, and it wasn't like my cell phone where I just stood right there. And she's like in the box, and she's
I said, surely he's not going to go answer this phone call. He goes, just a minute. And I was like, what? Oh my goodness. And I hear him on the phone, and I'm thinking, oh, you want this job.
That's a lot to overcome. That is a
It
lot to
is.
overcome.
It is a
mind over
mindset,
matter.
yes.
For
So
sure.
now, before we have to go to, like you said, your show's back. So if people want to come see it,
Yes, IntrigueTheater.com.
okay, and they can buy tickets online.
And you know what? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
And
the best.
people have been in a great mood. They come and they show them, they wear the mask. They don't have a problem with it, that we're not getting any resistance
Yeah,
from them.
it's been-
And they've been really, really wonderful.
And you can
It's-
see the smile in their eyes.
that's
They are
nice.
thrilled to be back out of the cave, I think. We are.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you guys
Hey,
for
great to
coming.
be
Great
here.
to see you.
Great to see you too.
Thank you so much.
beautiful.
All right, we're back right after this. Don't go anywhere. So much more with Ozarks Fox AM.
I'm telling you, one of the best things I've ever seen is your show in
Yeah,
Magic
it
Castle.
is.
It was so